Welcome to Philly John. We're going to discuss the Pledge of Allegiance, National Anthem, Colin Kapernick, and protesting, and cultural differences, because there's clearly some cultural differences between African Americans and white Americans, how we view and look at things. There's clearly a difference here. They've been indoctrinated to the point that they feel everyone else should be indoctrinated as they are, should be proud of their country as they are. There's no questioning, there's no discussion, point blank, period. You should be a proud American, and we shouldn't discuss the history or the current events that African Americans are suffering under at this current point. Let's look what a pledge actually means. It's a thing that is given as security for fulfillment of a contract or payment of debt, and is liable to forfeiture in the event of failure. So, if we feel as though that we've been failed as a people in a culture, can we forfeit this pledge? As it goes, the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. How do you feel about that? Can we forfeit this pledge? Because I'm quite sure most of us, excuse me, feel as though that this pledge doesn't, it doesn't help us at this point. There's no justice for all. As we can see in St. Louis, for Anthony Lamar Smith, who was killed in 2011. Then you have people who are saying, oh, why they riding? It's okay. Just shoot them, shoot anybody. But it's not happening to them at the rate that it's happening to us. That's why we are appalled about what's going on. Point blank, period. And it shouldn't be up for debate. It's wrong. It's period wrong. The people that we're asking to police and protect us, we have to be in fear of, because we don't know if they're going to take our lives, if that's the decision that they want to make that day. Now, Philadelphia, I know we're a sports town and we love our sports. But check this out. Jeffrey Lurie. I don't think anybody who was protesting the national anthem in of itself is very respectful. If that's all their platform is to protest the national anthem, then what's the proactive nature of it? But I think we sometimes can misinterpret what those are. I've talked to Malcolm Jenkins about it. He's very involved in our community here. That's my involvement with Malcolm. It's what can you do as a player to be involved in the community, whether it's social justice, whether it's autism, you name it. There are opportunities to really be proactive. We as a franchise try to be as proactive as you can be as a sports franchise. We hope we will get more and more proactive. This is a quote. Philadelphia Inquirer, Jeffrey Lurie, the owner of the Philadelphia Eagles, how he feels about Colin Kaepernick. And every business within the community has a social responsibility to the community. And I agree, you have to be proactive. You have a responsibility for the community in which you operate. I don't care if you're a mass transit, if you're a guy selling hot dogs. You have a responsibility to that community. But it doesn't make it right that you say you're gonna blackball a man from a whole industry, the NFL, because he decided to take a peaceful protest and take a knee. Because he disagrees with the way African Americans are being treated in this country. From day one, this ain't just start in 2017. This is a day one thing. From the time we got off those ships, from the time they got in their mind that they was going to go to Africa and take people and bring them for the development of this great country. So don't get that twisted and wrong. Yeah, we played a great part in the development of this country financially, and that leads into our national anthem. I mean, do you not forget why this was written and what was going on? We were at war, people. Why were we at war? Because this country, it wasn't about the land, it wasn't about the people. It was about the finances. The finances of the free labor that my people labored for cotton, sugar, indigo. Don't forget that. This country was built up on free labor. And as it goes, oh say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. People, we wasn't free. We wasn't free. But you want us to be indoctrinated. You want us to take pledges of allegiance. You know what I mean? You want us to love this national anthem. But we supposed to forget our past. Forget how we got here. Let's talk about it. OnePhillyJoint@gmail.com. Drop me a line. Let me hear from you people, please. I want to hear. Good, bad, or indifferent. If you hate me, tell me. Thank you. On the shore demonly, seen through the mist of the deep, where the foes, host in dread silent, repose. What is that which the breeze o'er the towering steep, as it fitfully blows, half conceals, half discloses? Now it catches the gleam of the morning's first beam, and full glory reflected now shines in the stream. 'Tis the star-spangled banner, oh long may it wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Man, this is repeatedly in here. Land of the free and the home of the brave. And where is that band you so vauntingly swear that the havoc of war and the battle's confusion, a home and country should leave us no more? Their blood has washed out their foul footsteps, pollution, no refuge could save the hurling enslaved from the terror of flight or the gloom of the grave, and that star-spangled banner is triumph doth wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Contradiction here. See, they took this out. But we ain't supposed to know that. We ain't supposed to talk about that. We supposed to step back and chill and just, hey, let's sing this song, drink a beer, watch a football game, baseball game, basketball game, and be happy. You free now. If something is constructed upon bad, you have to talk about it. I can't go out and murder 20 people and then say, hey, I accept God. I'm religious now. I don't want to talk about that no more. That ain't nothing. That happened years ago. Why we even rapping about that? Let's stop it. We have to, as a country, go back and acknowledge what has happened, how this country has developed, how we got to where we gotten to. And I think until, I'm going to call them our brothers and our sisters because we in the struggle together, because this is a problem of America, until we actually sit down and decide that we are all humans, not black, not white, not, I'm from Ireland, I'm from Germany, oh, you from Africa, oh, you this and you that, you know. We are humans living in a land that had problems. The development of this land had problems. You annihilated and killed the whole people to take a whole country away from them. In the day's time, that would not be stood for at all. You brought people from a whole nother land, a whole continent. You took their language. You took their history. You took who they were for free labor to develop a country financially. Let's not forget that. Let's not just overlook it. We have to talk about what has happened to human beings in this country and the development of it. And then it goes on to say, and where is that band who so violently swore that the havoc of war and battles, confusion in their home country should leave us no more? Their blood was washed out of their fell footsteps, pollution. No refuge could save their hurling, and their slave from the terror of flight or the gloom of the grave. And the star-spangled banner and triumph doth wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave. I had to repeat that because it's there. You can wipe it out of the pages of history, take it away and cut it out, cut this. Come on, it's there. It was there. This is what this man felt at Fort McHenry. And for y'all who don't know, who didn't grow up, I grew up in a city, Baltimore, Maryland. We are indoctrinated with Fort McHenry. This is our trips that we go to, mostly the Capitol, Fort McHenry, Inner Harbor. These are places, the children in that area, these are the trips that mostly every child has taken, I would say from the first to maybe 6th grade. So you're indoctrinated with this. Francis Scott Key Bridge, it's there. Oh, thus be it ever when free men shall stand between their loved home and war, desolate, blessed with victory and peace. May be the heaven restored land, praise the power that hath made the preserved us as a nation. Then conquer we must, when our cause it is just, and this be our motto, and God is our trust. And star-spangled banner is triumph shall wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. I mean, these are the words, and it's there. How do you get around this stuff? I just don't know. I mean, supposed to drink a beer, eat some nachos. Just forget about it at this point. Just, hey, I should be happy. I live in a suburban home. I have an education. I I should be happy. I shouldn't think about my brothers and sisters who are suffering every day. I shouldn't be human. You shouldn't be human. That's what they're telling you. You shouldn't have an inkling of being a human and loving humanity no matter what they are and who they are. You're just supposed to be American, point blank, period. Come on, man. We can't go that way. It ain't right. We gotta get right as a people. And that's the only way this thing is gonna come together. You can't keep making these statements about it was the past, it was this. Our past dictates our future. Without our past, we would not be the great country we are today. So don't try to tell us to forget our past, because our past dictates who you are and where you are and what the future of America is today. Point blank, period. People, talk to me. One Philly John, gmail.com. The number one, PHILLYJAWN, gmail.com. Talk to me. While you on it, check out t-shirttrack.com. t-shirttrack.com. 2 T's, accessoryjunkie.com. Ass, A-S-S, accessoryjunkie.com. For all your t-shirt needs, and Accessory Junkie for all your jewelry needs. We even got NFL jewelry on there for you. Yeah, check that out. Might be something you like. But I'm really trying to understand this, people. I'm trying to, really wrap my mind around that you can't protest. Because if you protest, you're un-American. But America is built on protests. Because the song that they protested was a protest against the British. You don't get it? Or maybe you think that don't matter either. We should just forget about that, because we can do a lot of forgetting. But where will we be, and where are we going? We can't just keep forgetting and protesting. We can't. We got to sit down and have a conversation. The protesting ain't working. Black Lives Matters, right wing, this one, that one. Where are we getting at with this stuff? Because we ain't talking about how we got here. Nobody wants to have that conversation. How did we get here right now, today? Somebody, please talk to me. I mean, it's unproportionately blacks being killed by police. I mean, it is what it is. It's unproportionate from blacks and whites. I mean, we have to talk about this stuff. We can't, you just can't say, cops killed nearly twice. This is a reality, people. This is a reality. In 2015, cops had killed twice as many whites as blacks. So what they're trying to say is that more whites were killed by cops than blacks in 2015. I mean, let's talk about this stuff. That, these are the numbers, man. We can't play this game of, okay, it's a black problem, so yeah, it's unproportionate, but cops killing anybody. Why are you killing? I mean, if you not in distress, you ain't at the point where you saving somebody's lives. What is your gun coming out for? You in danger all the time? I mean, that gotta be hella stressful. Every day you walk out your door, you in danger. You see a guy jogging up the street. Oh my God, pull my gun out. He could be white, black, Chinese, Mexican. You may kill him because your mindset is I'm in danger at all the time. And I think they're showing you in most of these jewelry cases where people are being appalled because the cops are getting off. But you gotta remember, these are jewelry cases. So these are people or their peers or their community that are saying, no, they didn't do nothing wrong. Is it a thing of African Americans being portrayed within the media, television, music, and some of this is our own portrayal that we're putting out into the world? You know, you got to be careful what you put out into the world. You got to be careful about that because people take it in different ways and different forms. So now you got people walking around that they're afraid of African Americans. So much so, you know, you walk up to the average person and you're African American, there's a fear there for no reason at all. No reason at all. I don't get it. Like, what is the purpose? You know, we gotta really think. We gotta really be on our P's and Q's. And, you know, my thing is today, if you see a person, say hello. Extend your hand to them. Black, white, Chinese, Mexican. Let's say hello to them. Start a conversation. You know, and we got to talk about the things that, you know, are uncomfortable. We have to talk about them. We have to, you got to get, I mean, if you're black, Chinese, Mexican, whatever you are, you got to get out of your comfort zone and you got to talk about the cultural differences. You have to talk about just everything. You got to be willing to put it on the table. It may upset you. It may offend you. But it has to be a conversation. It has to be. It can't be I'm just running into my little group. You know, and we talk now in 2017 and we're talking about, oh, the world is, we're still segregated. We're segregated within even our community. There's sub-segregation of people of different religions, different colors. Even within religion, there's segregation. You have black church, white church. You have Albanian church. You have a German church. There's segregation. And I get it. People want to be with their own flock, their own kind, that people that they have similarities with. But sometimes those similarities become, you know, problems because you think they're cultural norms when, in fact, they can make the next person uncomfortable, but you don't see you don't see it because you're only within your cultural circle. And that goes for everyone. This is not a one-sided conversation that, oh, whites and whites and whites and whites and whites. No, we have our issues, and, you know, you have to look at that kind of stuff. Like me, I have to be honest with you. You know, I look at my situation as a unique situation in America. I live as an African American, but my forefather is John D. Shaw, an Irish white man. Something that is historically documented and known. My mother is also half white. But when you see me, I'm seen as an African-American black man, and I live as a black man. My cultural norms and what I attest to and what I love is African-American. Point blank, period. But I understand that you can't hate. You can't go around hating. You just can't. You can't do this. This is not, you know, it's been going on for too long. Hundreds and hundreds of years at some point. I'm not saying we got to love each other or love everybody. But we have to acknowledge and come to some understanding that this is going on and this is what's happening. You know, this is what is happening. I mean, cities like Baltimore, St. Louis, New York, Wilmington, Delaware. I mean, it's a high rate of killings right now in Wilmington, Delaware amongst teenagers. Why are y'all killing yourselves. What? You hate life? You know, this is one of the greatest times that, far as education and information, that you can do anything. Look, I'm podcasting. I own websites. I'm a free man. I worked 20 years and I retired at the age of 42. You can do anything. Don't let anyone tell you that it's not possible. Yeah, there's obstacles. There's going to be obstacles along the way, period. But how do you get over those obstacles? And I just can't. I can't. We gotta have a conversation. We have to talk, and it has to be put in the context that it needs to be learned. You want us to learn and acknowledge, the Pledge of Allegiance, the Star Spangled Banner, all the history of this country, which is actually, whitewashed. But there is a history of Mexicans, Indians, African Americans, the Chinese people who came and built railroads. You have a history, the Irish. You have to start acknowledging these different historical facts about this country. You can't just keep saying that kumbaya is one way. Okay, we're here in 2017. We're going to forget the past. No, we're going to remember how we got here. And if I have to keep remembering or telling you how we got here, and if you're listening to this, no matter where you are in the world, you're going to get this every week. Because I'm going to talk about my culture. I'm going to talk about my people. Good, bad, or indifferent. Philly John, check us out. Weekly podcast. We got to talk, people. 1 Philly John gmail.com. The number 1 PHILLYJAWN. Point blank, period. Get at me. Drop me a line. Let me know what's going on. I'm gone.